Ladies and gentlemen, this is, I'm just going to go ahead and just say all my titles. Mr. Reverend Pastor Dr. Gabe, because that's what everybody's like, I don't know what to call you. Call me whatever. I don't care. Just don't call me idiot. But I'm here. We're going to do a little special tour of my office. And I actually want to begin right over here with this lovely autographed, real, authentic baseball jersey signed by the one, the only Darryl Strawberry. Now, I got to tell you a little bit about this story right here. So many of you know that Darryl and I are good friends. We met at the White House in 2020, and I was invited there by a group of fellow pastors, and it was during President Trump's whenever he was trying to run again for a second term, and he was accepting the Republican nominee. And so this was in the height of COVID, so everything was just weird. I got a chance to meet, of course, that's where I first met Jensen Franklin. That's where I met Ed Young Jr. and several other prominent ministers of the gospel. And during this time frame, Darryl Strawberry walked by, and I was with Jeremy Morton. He's a pastor friend of mine out of Georgia. He pastors First Baptist in Georgia, and Woodstock, Georgia. And he and I were just talking, and we just happened to look. And we just saw Darryl Strawberry walk by, and both of us were just like awestruck, just like, oh my goodness, it's Darryl Strawberry. Like, what is he doing here? And of course, he walked over, and all these pastors were around him, talking to him, and I'm just sitting there. I'm trying to get the courage enough to go over there and just shake his hand. So Jeremy and I were just trying to talk to each other and just build each other up. Say, come on, man, let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, he happened to look in my direction, and I just happened to be looking at him. And all of a sudden, he just started walking towards me. It was like the waters of the waters parted. It was like Moses walking through. He just walked through. All those other pastors just kind of walked out of his way, and they were looking at him, and they were looking at me, and he grabs me and bear hugs me and lifts me up off the ground. And I'll never forget the words he told me. He said, man, y'all's network has got the fire attached to it. And he was telling me how much that he loves the network. And so we struck up a friendship. And one day, about 2020, I was with Abby, and we were in the mall. We actually happened to go to a sports store. She was looking for some LSU memorabilia, and like a cup or something like that. And Abby she's 15 now, so she was 10 at the time. And so anyway, I saw a replica jersey of Darryl Strawberry, and I texted him a picture. I said, hey man, if I get this jersey, and if I send it to you, would you autograph it? He sent me back and said, don't worry about that, I got you. He said, no, I got it right here. It's a replica, that's all I'm asking. He said, no, I got you, don't worry about it. About 3 or 4 days later, this showed up in the mail. And you can see it's got the patch, 1962, 1986, 25th anniversary. And you can see right here, it's got 8-time All-Stars. Darryl Strawberry, of course, has got the 83, the 86 World Series champs. And I think that's Rookie of the Year, I believe it is. Yep, 83 Rookie of the Year. And so, pretty legit. That's really cool. And so I actually had this framed, and this is here in my office. And so, Darryl, thank you so much for this lovely gift. I appreciate it very much. Come over here with me. I'm going to show you one of my favorite pictures of my grandfather. This was done back in the 1970s. This was in one of his, it was actually in a magazine. And it showed him at an auditorium somewhere. This is in the, probably I would say before I was even born. So right around 75, 76, 77, something like that. 6 million gospel record customers. This is in the 70s. So somewhere listening, that was I think in 1977 if I'm not mistaken. So it's somewhere right around in that time frame. And so that's one of my favorite pictures of my grandfather. And then I'll bring you over here to one of my all-time favorite pictures with me and my grandfather right here, taken during an IYC youth camp back several years ago, one of the last ones that I did. And he called me out there. Excuse me for a second, I'm trying not to get emotional here. But it was an unexpected thing. I didn't expect it. And he called me out there and just wanted to congratulate me on those youth conferences that we've been doing, and it meant a lot to me. And yeah, it's one of my favorite pictures. So anyway, enough of that. I don't know what else. I'm not really sure what else is interesting. Oh, I got you some other ones right here. These are my degrees, of course. I've got my undergraduate degree, Bachelor of Science for Liberal Arts. I got my Master's of Christian Ministry right here. Now this is open because I have not yet had my doctorate degree. I don't have anything with it. I just have the paper. That's all I've got. I got the diploma. I haven't done anything to it yet, and so I need to go get it framed and get it put up here as soon as possible. And somebody sent me this years ago, and I don't remember who sent it to me. Maybe it was a family member, but I don't know. It was an old map of the state of Louisiana. And I got over here. This was the Delta Music Museum Hall of Fame. This is in 2001. You can see it was about 15,000 people that attended that event. And on March 2nd, 2002, that's what it is, 2002. There's the Delta Music Museum. And this is, of course, autographed by Mickey and my grandfather. Jerry Lee was supposed to be there, but he didn't make it. There were several rumors as to why, and I'm not going to speculate, but he didn't attend. But Mickey was there, and Papa was there, and it was a great moment. Then I have some other stuff right here on the floor. Had my trainer, who trains me in the gym, sent me this one. The devil whispers, you cannot withstand the storm. The warrior replies, I am the storm. I think that's pretty cool. And then I think some of you would recognize a variation of this. It's not over when you lose, it's over when you quit. And that's whenever we always say, if you won't quit, God won't quit. Then I had this frame. Somebody sent this to me. This was Jerry Lee's Ryman Auditorium, Nashville, Tennessee, 2014, his 80th birthday tour. I think that's pretty cool. Dr. Dan and Sister Mary Catherine, they are church members here. They're dear friends. They sent me this for my birthday. This is the $1 Million Quartet. You can see you've got Jerry Lee, you've got Carl Perkins, Elvis, Johnny Cash, $1 Million Quartet right there, and you got, of course, Elvis right there. So, yeah, pretty cool. And then somebody sent me this too. Who sent this to me? I want to say it was Dave Watts, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was. Anyway, it shows all of their Dallas Cowboy championship rings. You know I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. And this I've had since I was a child. This was actually hanging up in my bedroom whenever I was a kid, Death Valley, Louisiana. Somebody painted this, and I don't remember who painted it, but pretty cool painting. And yeah, so have that. And then most of you may not know, but I have a fascination with airplanes. I love airplanes, always have. And so I have this. I found this over at the administration building. Aviation in itself is not inherently dangerous, but to an even greater degree than the sea, it is terribly unforgiving of any carelessness or incapacity or neglect. It's a great statement towards life right there. I don't know if this is correct or not. I have no idea, but this is actually the Swaggart family crest. History name, I don't know if it's correct or not. I just saw it and I said, you know what, it seems pretty cool. I got it back in 2017. Who knows? But it looks pretty cool, and I just think it's pretty cool. This little chair right here was a gift to us. This is actually one of the chairs from A.A. Allen's tent revivals. And his son, Paul Allen, actually sent a lot of it to a dear friend of ours, Gerald Thompson, who's actually been sending these out to a lot of people, and he's actually given me one. So these seats right here were actually used and sat in by someone at the A.A. Allen revival. And I've got a little book right here, In the Shadow of Greatness, written by Paul Allen. That's his son, as a certificate of authenticity as well. And then I want to show you a picture. This was from 19 to 1970s. The picture was taken late 70s. I think it may have been 1980. This was actually in the Evangelist magazine way back when, and this is what the ministry property used to look like. As you can see, nothing there. This is Bluebonnet right here, and nothing here. Now, everything is here. And so this is a reminder of what God can do through a man that had vision and faith. And this is, I'm telling you, this is something that all of us should learn. I have this. I don't even remember where I got this. I was in high school when I got this for sure. Have no idea really what it's for, but you can see here it's a America's Champion Athletes, United States Achievement Academy. Apparently my name was in a book of some sort like that from when I was in high school. Yeah, whatever. So, all right, then I've got all my books over here, and have I read all of them? I've read everything in this, everything here, and everything here. All of the other ones have just been reference material. Of course, I've got all the commentaries, I've got pictures. Now, this is Samantha whenever she was in kindergarten. She's almost 19 right now. This is Samantha when we went to Disney World. She was 3, and Jill was pregnant with Abby at the time, and that's the last time that I've been to Disney World. The last time. I haven't been to Disney World since. And people always ridicule me for my jewelry. I've always been wearing jewelry. You can see, I had 2 necklaces even right there, 2 necklaces even there. I've always worn jewelry, and so can't help it. I just like it. Then this picture, I thought is pretty cool. This is Jill and I horseback riding. Yes, these are real horses. This was taken in Colorado. We did some horseback riding in Colorado. And Dad accused me all hat, no saddle. I got the proof that I've got it right here. And horseback riding, we had a good time. We enjoyed it. And I look pretty, cowboyish right there. Jill looks very normal, very beautiful. And she's just like, you know what? I'm not getting. She stayed dressed up. I fit the part, I guess, or tried to anyway. But I think that this is a really cool picture. A lot of good stuff there. I've got several autographs here that I think are pretty cool. Starting over here, I got this autograph is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan. Yes, I said Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time. That's his autograph right there. This was the entire Dallas Mavericks basketball team. You'll find Dirk Nowitzki somewhere up there, and I think Steve Nash is there too. This is Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. Dallas Cowboys right here on this, and this is a very cool plate. There was an artist that designed this and made this. You can see it's the 3 cousins, Jerry Lee, you got Papa, and you got Mickey. And I only have about 3 of them, and so this is one of them. And so pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's see. This one is actually an autographed baseball by Andy Pettitte. It's faded, but Andy Pettitte was a World Series pitcher for the New York Yankees. He's from Baton Rouge, and one of our former church members, in fact, he used to play for my grandfather. He passed away some time back, but I believe that his wife is related to Andy Pettitte, and so pretty cool there. I got a chance at one time when I was a teenager to meet the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Nobody cares about that, but I thought that was a great thing. And then I got some Michael Jordan baseball cards. See, I am a Jordan fanatic, love it. And okay, so put it back here. Then Abby, I have this picture that was painted by Abby when she was a child. We had a pug back in the day. His name was Harley, and so she decided to draw Harley, and that was what he looked like, or at least that was her rendition of what he looked like. Then I've got several machetes that were given to us, really given to my grandfather, and I'm going to try to do this without messing everything up. And way back then, from sometime in the mid-1980s, this one is, it has got different countries in Panama, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica. It was given to my grandfather many years ago, and I thought it was pretty cool. So I have it over here. So if students, if you get on my wrong side, that might be coming out after you. Just kidding. Then I have another one up here. Let's see here. Yeah, this is actually was given to Jim Woolsey, which wound up in the possession of my grandfather, and I just decided to take it. So I don't know where this is coming from, but yeah, pretty cool. Oh, it's Honduras. Honduras. So pretty cool there. All right. Anything else? Anything else? We have our, of course, our JSBC pennant, which very, very, very cool. And yeah, not really sure if there's anything else. So that's it. I got all my books here. I got more autographs here. Let's see, I've got another one of my favorite pictures of me and my grandfather. This was taken at my mom's house back a few years ago. Then I have some autographs here from Ted DiBiase, the guy from the Mysteries of the Museum. I can't remember his name. Anyway, it's his autograph there. I've got George Gervin, the Iceman, famous basketball player, Hall of Fame basketball player. I got one from Lex Luger, Sergeant Slaughter, and then family pictures and so forth and so on. I got a rotating Dallas Cowboy helmet, and so yeah, it's pretty much all I got. But that is my office. There's not much to it. And this is where all the decisions, I guess, are made for Jimmy Swaggart Bible College. I will show you this. I was told by a dear friend of mine, retired pastor, he said the second most important book that you'll ever have outside your Bible is a calendar. I've never used a calendar before until about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So anyway, he began to explain to me the benefits of living your life by a calendar. So I've actually been doing that. I've been actually measuring out each and every single day. I do it the day before. And so this was done yesterday. I'll be going on, of course, on Tuesday. I'll be finishing it up tonight. And then Tuesday night will be for Wednesday, so forth and so on. Everything that I've got going on is on this calendar, which means this tour was on my calendar as well. And so got to make sure I've got it on my calendar to make sure I'm supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I can follow along that way. I'm not so overwhelmed. And I feel I can actually take a bite out of my schedule because I stay busy all the time. And with everything that we've got going on here at the college, my responsibilities over television, administration, building at FCA, and everywhere else a part of this ministry, whether Bible-thon, share-a-thon. And so I stay pretty busy. And so I have to make sure that I'm kept in the loop with everything, and I make sure that I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to do. So a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. So this is how I live my life, by a calendar. Anyway, that's it. As you can see, I'm an avid reader. I got books all the way over here. Some of them I've read, some of them I haven't, some of them I actually are getting to. And like I said, all these things from right here, all down this aisle, I have read. All the rest of them have been more reference material that I've used in the past. And so, yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else to show you, but that's it. Hope y'all have a good one.